So, moving on to the Reds series, how do you want to start this off? As you want to talk about pitching matchup first, or what do you expect?
Well, it's gonna be. I feel like this might be a little bit difficult because the Padres are gonna be playing in the Great American Small Park. This is probably the smallest park in that's one of the, if not the smallest park in the MLB. We see the Padres are a very dominant team at home. Have struggled a little bit on the road, especially the first pitcher that's on deck. Blake Snell has a massively high ERA on the road, but a really good ERA at home. So that's going to be a really significant. He's going to be a really significant portion to the series, really significant player to the series to determine if we win the series or lose. Because you always want to start that first game off right. Um, this lineup is going to go out there, and I definitely think they'll rake in Cincinnati. You brought up Tommy Pham in the last segment. Tommy Pham has been on an absolute tear, and I've grown to start liking Tommy Pham more and more and more because we did slander him a lot at the beginning. We'll fully admit, we weren't fully confident in Tommy Pham to be able to do this. We didn't think he was going to do this, and he really came around. He proved us wrong. Go watch his interview with Marty Caswell. It's pretty funny. Blake Snell called him mad happy, and that's exactly what he portrays in his interview. And all he was talking about was how he needs to hit more home runs, and that's how what would make him happy. And I really like that. He was poking fun at his power, and then even in his settlement with the whole stabbing thing at the club, he was talking about how he's starting to regain some power. So he very clearly wants to hit some bombs, and it was funny seeing that after that video, he had a bomb in his very first at bat after that video. So really good to see. This lineup is putting up a lot of runs right now. I think Blake Snell is going to go out there. I think he's really going to have a good road outing. I hope it doesn't help that that park is a little league field, but Joe Musgrove is going to go out there. He's going to provide us a good, hopefully 5 or 6 innings, and then Chris Paddock hopefully has a bounce back after that outing in San Diego against Arizona. But that's all I can really say about that. This lineup's proven to be one of the best in baseball, and this rotation is as well. Hopefully the bullpen doesn't have to throw as many innings too, because right now they're on track to throw the most ever.
Yeah, that is quite the concern there. But you know what? I'm just hoping if one of our pitchers do struggle, they don't kind of recreate that Bauer moment where he throws it over center field, because we know it is a short ballpark and all our pitchers are capable of doing that. I just don't want to see one implode on the mound to the point where they think that they have to reenact that Bauer incident. Anyways, yeah, we need at least 6 innings out of Snell this road trip. Lamet being out, Weathers, not really being able to go more than 5 innings, maybe 6 at most from what we've seen this year. Because from what we know, he probably is going to be that guy. Yeah, we need all starters to give us a pretty good lengthy outings and do it soon, because having our bullpen throw the most pitches or most innings ever is terrifying if you think about it, because most teams will have 3, maybe 4 guys give you 6 innings probably each week, if not at least 3. Our guys don't do that. We've had a lot of outings where our guys only go 5 innings and the bullpen picks up the slack, and we can see it from right now. Like, our arms are fatigued. We shouldn't have our guys going out there as much as they should. So, hopefully with the Red Series, the pitchers change. I'm hoping they dominate, because outside of 2 really good hitters, the Reds are kind of meh. Their pitching's all right. They're just kind of sitting on the cusp of 500, but you know what? Hey, the Padres hitters are better than that. We saw that against the Dodgers. That was a sweep. The Reds are nothing compared to them. So, you know what? I'm expecting a series dub. I'm expecting I think we sweep. I think we take a road sweep. What about you?
I definitely think we'll win this series. I think this whole sweep is going to depend on if Blake Snell goes out there and throws some really solid innings. Because what we brought up, his road ERA is a bit abysmal, and so that's why I say when it comes to a series sweep, it's all going to start with Blake Snell and how he goes out there and performs. The Padres have all the momentum in the world. Other than the Nationals, maybe they're probably the hottest team in baseball. You could argue they are the hottest team in baseball because they swept the Dodgers, swept the Reds, who were coming into that Red Series. They were very hot. They were probably the hottest team at that time, and the Dodgers were maybe a game or 2 ahead of us at the time that we swept them. And then you lose 1 to the Diamondbacks, but it's a 162 game season. You're bound to get spanked by a bad team eventually. You can't dodge that. I think we're going to win this series, though. Hard to tell. I think we'll go. I think we're going to sweep as well. I think Blake Snell finally finds his footing on the road in this one. I think the lineup still has that pop that we've been seeing throughout their time. I think hopefully playing at a small ballpark finally helps Hosmer and Myers get out of this funk, because them batting back to back it hasn't really been a very good formula for this Padres team. We saw yesterday, Profar gets a base hit, Pham gets a base hit, Grisham gets a double, Jake gets a base hit, Fernando gets a double, and we go on to win that game. But there was an opportunity to do a lot more damage with Hosmer up next and Myers up next, and they didn't come through. But I think hopefully they start coming through here soon.
Yeah. Speaking of one man that we kind of